Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the first episode of Tensei shitara Slime Datta Ken, or That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Now, I believe this is an anime about a character that gets reincarnated as a slime, an isekai anime. You know, that kind of deal, like I'm just living my life as I normally do it, and then something happens, probably causing me to die. And then before I know it, I'm trapped in a fantasy world doing fantasy world things, you know, that kind of anime is what I'm kind of envisioning here. We'll see, one way or the other. Now, this also has 24 episodes, I've been told, so definitely a lot of time to flesh out this deep, interesting setting, I'm sure, and get to really know the characters and all that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. I think this could be pretty good, personally. Only way to find out for sure, though, is to jump on into it, so let's do that. Now, since this is the first episode, I do want to let people know that the way I do things, I do not show the full anime footage and audio in the reaction because that's too copyright infringing for YouTube's taste. I do show you enough for you to sync up your own copy of the anime footage with my reaction, so that's how you want to do this, ideally. So yeah, let's get into it and see how this anime pans out. 3, 2, 1, play. Just turn down the volume a bit. I wasn't expecting airplanes, I'll be honest. Uh, okay, I wasn't expecting it to start out quite this dark either. Not quite the lighthearted fantasy anime I was expecting, but uh, well, oh wow. I don't think that, did he just murder that child? Because I don't think I was ready for any of this. Okay. Uh, I I don't know what to say, I'll be honest. Yeah, I guess here and now. Not other places at other times. I'm not surprised. See, this is what I expected. Uh well, things are probably about to change for you. Isn't that always the case? I'm sure it doesn't. I'm sure that's not just something you tell yourself to make yourself feel better. Are these normies over here? Because they look like normies. Nice to meet you, Miho. Is she? Oh, I'm curious. What rumors are we talking here? I figured, but I kind of wanted to hear about these rumors, even if they weren't real. Well, good luck on that one. I mean, who doesn't? And they want something from you. I mean, I expected you to get hit by a car or something soon, so. Or, okay, he's gonna get involved with this. Really? Really, man? Uh, well, that's not how you want to start your day. Uh, Not how I pictured him dying. Not sure what that guy's problem was. It's blood. It's a bad sign. I'd be surprised if you did. Oh, somebody listened. Does it work that way? Very easily, apparently. Stab resist. That's a good ability right there. Just had making a skill tree, I guess. uh, where do I get one of those? I don't think that's him. I think it's your voice inside your head. Wow, that changed quickly. Oh god. It's like a virus that's evolving. I need a band-aid, man. Do you have one on you? Yes, that is actually what you would say in the, as your dying breath. Yeah, that's very accurate. Uh, oh my god. Uh, I got that. uh, I probably shouldn't be laughing so much in such a sad scene, but it's hard not to, considering it's not being taken that seriously. Yeah, nobody ever does until it happens. But, you know, if you're going to a fantasy world that... wow. Jesus, man. I was about to say, if you're going to a fantasy world, that'd probably be remedied soon enough. Yes, I have heard that. Yeah, but you weren't quite 40 yet, so... Awesome. That's quite the unique skill. Great sage. I'm sure if you stopped talking, it would stop talking because you're the reason why she keeps making alterations to your new body. So is this new body? Oh wait, no, yeah, a slime. That's why it becomes a slime, because that's part of the body that it needs to be in order to get all of his demands. Like, because you can't really stab a slime. I mean, you could, it wouldn't amount to much. So yes, that's probably how he ends up as slime, because that's how she could best solve his prerequisites for his new body. At least that's my theory. This is the perfect time to panic. Well, yeah, that's pretty bad. Nobody could blame you there. Yes, that stab wound was the first penetration he ever got to experience. It happens sometimes. Yeah, you're gonna become all slimy, all jelly. Oh, okay, those are rocks. I thought they were like giant toads, you know, like Konosuba. No, you're in a fantasy world. Possibly one with airplanes, if that's what that was supposed to be. And there's your new body, man. Hope you enjoy it. I don't know how life will go as a slime. I'm really curious how that goes. So he does. So he can't dissolve things. Okay. Like, I guess it's an acidic slime. I'm sure it does. Well, you're not a human anymore. You're a slime. Which, you know, I think at least like it seems like you're the good kind of slime that can dissolve clothes, so good news there. Well, they're still alive. Hopefully you did, man. That was your dying wish. You better respect that. A slime. But yeah, different voice, of course. You don't have to worry about animating lip flaps. Wow. It does look interesting. Were you? Well, you can't be stabbed anymore. That really supposed to be the anger symbol. It looks so weird as a slime. I don't know how you get a harem when you're a slime, but I'm interested in seeing how that works. Just hopefully don't run into a low-level adventurer. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty great when you think about it. I mean, sure, it has its downs, but it has its ups as well. Well, yeah, I guess because you haven't met any new characters yet. The audience. That's a good point. Does a slime poop? I don't... The stomach of unique skill. Huh. Cool. Ah, cool. Huh. That does sound useful. The music. I mean, if you have the ability, don't knock it. Just... is that important to do? I guess as an example. Does it heal me? How much does it heal? Okay, but how much does a raw plant heal? I assume half as much. You're a simple slime, aren't you? The music really does make you feel like a video game. I mean, that would be useful. I can't wait till the slime starts beating up dragons. I mean, you'd be a great addition to any RPG party. Again, because you haven't met any love interest yet, but once that happens, that'll change. It looks important. You could probably use it for something. Okay, that's all I need to know. Then I'll eat it. Uh, apparently it's not. Apparently it's pretty weak too, because you can just dissolve it like that. I wonder if there's anything you can't dissolve. just eat everything. I just falling down some magic stairs. Oh. Is water bad? I think it might be bad. You'd think they would. I doubt you would die in episode 1 twice, but it's not impossible. Stop asking me these questions. I don't know the answer. I mean, I was not really asking me, but it feels like he is, and that's what matters. Yeah, that's that's a very simple-minded solution. Just absorb the water. But if it works, I can't knock it. Oh, well, why don't we start out in a cave anyway? Man, that would get it so annoying so quickly. Well, if we can avoid pain, that's a good thing. I mean, I know pain gives the human body context and all that, but I would still prefer to avoid it. I feel like you'll see more and more inconveniences as you go forward, but it definitely has a lot of conveniences. A lot of crystals. Are you talking to me or somebody smaller? Does a slime have ears? Oh god. Is that a dragon? I mean, you're kind of doing it now. Apparently it hurt you. So, yeah, good luck now. Because he looks pretty menacing. In fact, he looks like a final boss. Were you being nice? I mean, I guess kind of. Nicer than him, at least. But I guess he has ears, apparently. Or just telepathy. One of the two. I mean, the eyes are useful. Okay, what's the condition? That's important. Well, that's easier said than done. So does this big dragon turn into a waifu? Because I hope it does. He's been lonely. And yes, I know it has a guy's voice, but that doesn't mean it won't turn into a waifu. I mean, why not? You know, it kind of reminds me of like a Digimon or something. Just, I don't know, like a baby form of Digimon. Ah, there we go. I knew he could just, apparently he just has a wand skill and just kind of gets it. Yes. They're really going full video game. I approve. I can see the pretty lights. This is amazing. So happy to see. Well, maybe seeing's not all it's cracked up to be. I mean, right, still don't look open. Okay, now they do. Yes. That's pretty intimidating. Oh god. I am Senor Dragon. Ah. True dragons. Oh. Yeah, that's a bit of a power level difference between these two. Yeah, I'm just shaking because I'm excited. Yeah, but he's special. Oh, unique is another good word for it. He's an abnormal. Yeah, back in the day. Yes, you're in an isekai anime. I'm sure. Creative name. You know, kind of like he is. Just gain all the abilities. There probably are. This is a Japanese anime after all. Aw, poor dragon's gonna be all lonely. You know, I bet if you could transform into a waifu form, he'd be more interested in staying. Just saying. Yeah. Yeah, what'd you do wrong? Okay, here we go. I sort of. That's not an accident thing. That's bad. So was the dragon the one that killed that small child? I'm sure we'll meet her eventually. Probably soon. She looks like a waifu to me. Yes, you don't say. Absolute severance. That is pretty cool. A summon. She's probably another worlder as well. Well, of course. There's a lot better than this one. It's been a long 300 years, I'm sure. If only you had a video game. Yeah, it puts things into perspective, doesn't it? Yeah, you get very pent up. There we go. Friends. We're all making friends. You're not really exactly spoiled for choice here. Okay, okay, we don't need a tsundere dragon. My god. Exactly. Exactly. Oh my god. You are just something else. The first character he meets in this new world is a tsundere dragon. Yeah, but you're never too old for friends. Very interesting story. And now I get to have the exciting life of a slime. Yeah, we can't forget the important things. He needs to have done. Oh, nice. Never attempt this. Microsoft doors as opposed to Microsoft Windows. Yes. But that's the only way you do when the FBI comes knocking. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Now we have an opening or an ED. One of the two. I assume blue-haired girl's main girl. But yeah, we haven't really gotten to any of our cast aside from the dragon and our protagonist. What if the dragon would be like his loyal mount, the mascot character? Oh, damn. Nice. I can already kind of tell I'm gonna like that blue-haired girl. But yeah, definitely an opening. Wow, a lot of horns. Goblins, including a female goblin. Bad guys, I take it? Nameless story. Pretty good opening, honestly. Not bad. Definitely seems like it's a combat oriented series. Which I mean, I kind of figured, but definitely driving that point home. A lot of sword combat. Huh. Wait a second. Meeting the goblins, so I wonder if there's gonna be a goblin slayer in this anime. But yeah, that was the first episode of at that time I was reincarnated as a slime. That episode actually went by surprisingly quickly, honestly. Like, was that really 23 minutes? But yeah, that was the first episode. And I'll be honest, it really caught me off guard early on to the point where I didn't even know how to react because out of nowhere, what we started out with was a very tragic scenario of a village just getting burned down and people just being slaughtered. So, not quite what I was expecting. I was expecting like like the thing we got a couple minutes after that was like, I'm just a normal guy living this normal life, doing normal things. Gee, I wonder if anything exciting is going to happen to me in this near future. And then he dies and then reincarnates. That's how I thought this would start. But we started a little bit differently than that. We just showed the world, the world he goes into, reincarnates into rather. And apparently, I guess that was done by the dragon. They didn't straight up say it was, but it was very similar to the scenario that happened later on, because that also involved fire. I just thought it was like fire being manipulated by a mage or something, the way it was like spinning around and stuff to engulf the one child. But no, it just, I guess it was just a dragon, and he was vanquished, or at least sealed, by someone, and that kind of dealt with that problem. But yeah, the airplanes has also surprised me a lot because I wasn't expecting something like that, but in a fantasy world. So I don't know, that was a bit confusing. But anyway, we eventually transitioned from that into current day, the area we're more familiar with, and seeing him doing his normal everyday life, and he's walking into his senpai, with his girlfriend and trying to show her off to him, his 37-year-old virgin Kohai, who is of course super jelly about his awesome girlfriend that he has, and just having fun with that. And then some random guy just runs through the crowd with a knife and just stabs anyone that's willing to get stabbed, I guess. We don't know exactly what that was about. It was a bit odd behavior, really. I mean, when I first saw somebody running, I thought maybe it was a purse snatcher or something, and maybe he did snatch a purse, and I don't know how you go from that to just stabbing anyone that gets in the way. Like, that's kind of an escalation of crime, really, but regardless, that was pretty bad, and he decided to take the blow for whatever reason. I guess he just felt compelled to do so. And after he got stabbed, he kept having this weird voice in his head, pretty much saying, "Oh, you want that? Okay, we'll give you that skill. Oh, you want cold resistance too? Well, that's a tall order. It's hard to give you both heat and cold resistance, but I'll make it happen." That's basically what it was. Just he kept talking about things that he wanted, and the voice inside of his head just kept delivering. If only it worked that way. I want stab resistance, please. Okay, gotcha. And of course, all of those things together amounted to him becoming a slime, because at least I think that's the reason why he became a slime, as opposed to anything else, because a slime would be stabbing resistance and stuff like that, and not be as susceptible to various things. At least I think that's why he became a slime. It could just be because the voice in his head wanted to mess with him, but that's what I figured. And we had a very nice, nicely animated transition scene from going to that world to the new one, and him a slow build up to showing him as a slime. Of course, the audience already knew he would become a slime. The premise was in the title. It's one of those anime. But it took a little bit for him to really understand what had happened there, and apparently he couldn't see or anything. The slime body, it definitely has its pros and cons, but he was able to do some stuff like consume random objects and plants and stuff and make potions inside of his body, which is definitely useful. Yeah, that's good. I mean, he had some difficulty with water, but he managed to work that out too. And a bit of bad luck, he ended up being inside of a cave with a very powerful ancient seal dragon that was a little bit grumpy, and tsundere to boot. But he became friends with him. He actually managed to talk with him, and he gave him the ability to see, and he became friends with him. Of course, he was being very tsundere about it, like, why would I want to be friends with some lowly slime? Did you see I'm an amazing dragon? You see my magnificent wings and my overwhelming power? Why do I want to be friends with some stupid slime? Well, if you don't want to be friends with me, I guess I'll leave. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. If you really want to be friends, I guess we can. Going full 100% tsundere. And a beautiful friendship was born from that. Now, one thing, I'm curious exactly how it's going to go, because is the slime going to be capable of breaking the seal and being able to leave the cave with the dragon? Because I don't think we're going to bond with the dragon and then he just says, well, bye slime, bye dragon, I'll see you later. I think he'll somehow get him to come out of there. I don't know exactly how that will work, but I'm sure about it. I mean, we see the dragon flying outside in the opening, so obviously it comes out somehow. It's just a matter of when and what plot relevance he'll have when he does. And yeah, the opening was pretty good. A lot of action, a lot of fighting, which is interesting because I mean our protagonist is a slime. I'm not sure how he would really fight, but I mean, it was really weird because we saw this blue-haired girl in the opening, and she actually, it looked like maybe there was some sort of fusion between her and the slime because she kept like, you know, transforming. I don't know. I'm not sure what I saw there. Maybe the slime could just transform into that character. That would be amazing if that was the case, but I don't know because it was weird, but it looked like there was something going on there. And that would explain the blue hair, the blue slime. So there's something there. Well, I'm sure I'll figure out more about what that was about. Like even just watching the opening probably more than once would probably help, but I'm sure we'll get more into that later. Let's see, anything else I want to touch upon? Just skip to the episode. Let's see. The dragon, which is very nicely designed, and I definitely give them props for not making it 3D CG. A lot of people would do that with big dragons, but they didn't, so I definitely respect that. Let's see. Man, there's so much blood. Oh yeah, I definitely have to mention the whole, as he's dying, he says, please destroy my hard drive, put it in the bathtub, and yeah, that's really important, and I'm glad he was enough of a bro to actually do that for him, because he was worried about it. Even after he went to the new world, he was still worried about that, mentioning it at least twice. And I really hope he does that, man. This is important. Please, man, please do it. Like, okay, I must do this for my friend Satoru. Drops it in there, and then he has a little disclaimer. Don't do this at home, kids, unless the FBI is knocking on your door, in which case, yeah, you definitely do that, but not before. Not before. Of course, what you really should do is have a bucket of water placed beneath your computer desk, and then there's kind of like a trapdoor directly under the computer, so you can like pull a string, and it just falls in there. That way you can do it at a moment's notice. So yes, that's what you do. And yeah, overall, I'd say I was pretty happy with the first episode. The fact that it went by as quickly as it did is a good sign. It did not feel slow at all. It definitely felt well paced, and it kept me thoroughly interested, learning more things about this world. About the skill thing is the most interesting. How he just keeps getting new and new skills very easily. I'm not sure exactly what the limitations are in regards to that. If you can only learn so many skills before it's like, okay, you tapped out, no more new skills, so make do with what you got until you level up. I don't know, maybe we'll get something like that, but for the most part, I think just be getting new skills left and right. So there's got to be some sort of limitation there. Unless they're going for an overpowered protagonist thing, which I don't think they're doing. That's kind of being a bit overdone in with isekai anime, so I don't think they would do that. I mean, they are being original with the whole slime thing, so I feel like they'll try to be more original going forward as well. I'm just interested in learning more about we learned a decent amount about the world, about how reincarnation like him is uncommon, but we do get people from other worlds, other worlders. But there's a lot of characters shown in the opening, including villains. Like, you could kind of tell who the villains were. But I definitely want to see more of them, learn more about them, how they get associated with our slime protagonist, how they feel about him, how he manages to get a harem as a slime, because I'm sure he is. I mean, it's an isekai anime, you kind of have to have a harem, and even if that wasn't a good enough reason to believe that, he already said he wanted to, get girls when he came here, so I don't remember exactly what he said, but yeah, he said something to that effect, so we're definitely going to get some girls, some love interests, and I look forward to that. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.